Saturday Night Live has lampooned Senate Republicans, imagining them chugging beer in the Senate locker room after successfully confirming Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. The new SNL episode on Saturday aired just hours after the Senate voted 50-48 nearly along party lines to confirm Kavanaugh, who was then sworn into the Supreme Court. The cold open imagined the party-hardy hijinks of ecstatic Republican senators, led by a beer-chugging Lindsey Graham, portrayed by Kate McKinnon. "How amazing is this? We made a lot of women real worried today, but I'm not getting pregnant, so I don't care," said McKinnon's Graham, as Montel Jordan's song "This Is How We Do It" pumped in the background. "Let's Ralph till we boof," shouted Republican Senator John Kennedy, portrayed by Kyle Mooney. Ralph, or vomit, and boof were both terms that appeared in Kavanaugh's yearbook in real life. He argued the latter term referred to flatulence, though among others, is its slang for rectal administration of alcohol. In the sketch, Beck Bennett's Mitch McConnell said, "Everyone's pumped from white men over 60 to white men over 70. It's up there with Vietnam, for sure. This is historic," he said of the Republican victory. Cecily Strong also appeared as Maine Senator Susan Collins, the Republican who dramatically announced that she would cast the deciding vote in favor of Kavanaugh on the Senate floor on Friday. "Oh please, the last thing I wanted was to make things about me," Strong's Collins said. "That's why I told all my female supporters to tune in at 3 o'clock so I could tell them all, psych." The sketch also featured Pete Davidson portraying a dour-looking Jeff Flake, the Republican senator for Arizona who forced a one-week FBI investigation before ultimately voting to confirm Kavanaugh. "Hey, yeah, obviously I was really sad about the whole process, as you could tell from my resting BH face, and really considered all the testimony," the Flake character said, but was interrupted when McKinnon's Graham stuffed a pie in his face. "Seriously, this one is for the fans," McKinnon said. "They've been there for us all week, cheering, screaming outside of our offices. And I know they agree with us because they're shouting out me too." Turning the tables, the sketch cuts to a subdued Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, as played by Alex Moffat, on the Democrat side. "Well, the Dems lost another one, that's what we do not," Moffat's Schumer says casually. An actor portraying Democrat Senator Joe Manchin, who broke party ranks to vote for Kavanaugh, then walks past and punches Moffat's Schumer in the groin. Back in the Republican locker room, McKinnon's Graham declares Kavanaugh the natty light of judges as the rest of the caucus whoops and hollers. The characters crack open beers and dance to Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines. "Let's keep this horny male energy going to the midterms," the Graham character declares. Kavanaugh's confirmation also predictably came in for ridicule during SNL's Weekend Update segment later in the episode. Company host Colin Jost claimed that with the vote to confirm coming in at 50-48, it was the fewest GA votes of successful Supreme Court appointee had ever gotten. In fact, many justices have been confirmed with far fewer votes, as the Senate was once much smaller when there were fewer states. Justice Stanley Matthews was confirmed to the High Court with a slimmer margin than Kavanaugh's in 1881, when the vote was 24-23. Jost arrived at his punchline, "Keep in mind that it's also the most yeses Kavanaugh has ever heard." He basically lied under oath at a job interview to become a judge. "That's like cheating on your wife during your wedding," Jost said. Jost also ridiculed Kavanaugh's op-ed published on Thursday in the Wall Street Journal, apologizing for his emotional tone as he defended himself against allegations of sexual misconduct. Jost said the op-ed was something AA calls Step 9. The Weekend Update co-host also chided Democrat Senator Cory Booker, who called Kavanaugh evil when his nomination was first announced. "It's like seeing Udge do a Hertz commercial in the 80s and saying this is the worst thing he'll ever do," Jost said. In the real world, Kavanaugh was sworn in on Saturday evening in a private ceremony. Chief Justice John Roberts administered the constitutional oath. Kavanaugh will take the bench when court resumes on Tuesday,